Can you dig it?
Hello, I'm Jake, the CEO.
Hello, I'm Elena DeVaron, the Director of Marketing.
I'm Harrison Hines, Director of Research.
I'm Ruby Barker, the Director of Production.
I'm Ellie Marks, the Director of Public Relations.
And I'm Patrick Monley, the Director of Finance.
We are the Board of Directors for a consumer cooperative company named Squish. We live in a test-conscious, test-giving culture in which the lives of people are in part determined by their test performance. Quoted Seymour Saracen, This is the way we live. We are judged and critiqued on our test performance as students. Our vision at Squishums is to develop a product that enables students to have a positive experience in test taking without the added stress and anxiety.
Our product, which is a stress ball, is made out of socks, beans, peppermint oil, and little felt pieces to put our peppermint oil on. Our target market are grades 3 through 8 in the Yukon Public School District.
You're probably wondering how we are different from other stress ball companies. Well, we're using peppermint oil. We researched that peppermint oil helps kids focus on quizzes and tests. We also researched there are other scents that can relieve stress, but we decided to go with peppermint oil because we thought it was best. We're also going to recycle whenever we're done with the squisher. We're not just going to throw it to LA, we're actually going to recycle it. So we're going to give it to North Face.
North Face is participating in a program called Close the Loop. Close the Loop will take our socks and they'll turn them into insulation, carpet padding, stuffing for toys, fibers for new clothing. Our beans will be compost, and if that wasn't enough, our little felt pieces inside our Squishums are from recycled water bottles. Our market research consisted of 3rd through 8th grade at the Yukon Public School District. We started as low as 3rd grade because that is when Oklahoma core curriculum testing begins. 69 out of those 100 students that we surveyed responded that they experienced test anxiety, while 68 of those 100 students reported that they would use it would help them with their test anxiety.
And as if surveying all these students wasn't enough, we also surveyed 20 educators. 75%, or 15 out of 20 of these educators, reported noticing stress anxiety on testing days. And 100%, though that may be a surprising statistic, reported that they would allow the stress balls. But when you break that down, it's 9 out of 20 said they would allow them, and the remaining 11 said that they would allow them if they were not a distraction.
And for finances, raw materials were our biggest expense on this project. And our profit projections for year 1 is our cost per unit will be 61 cents, our selling price is $4, and our total revenue is $680. That gives us a profit margin of 83%. And our profit projections for year 3 is our cost per unit is 61 cents, our selling price is $5, and our total revenue is $2,575, which gives us a profit margin of 85%.
So advertising, how are we going to sell our products? Well, we're going to utilize district social media. We will put up posters in the hallways, and we will advertise in school newsletters. And we've also created a quick response or QR code, which leads to our current website, which we can pull up later if needed.
We are a consumer cooperative, and we chose this because we wanted to eliminate the middleman. Our cooperative will be following the Rochdale's principles. The 7 principles are voluntary and open membership, democratic member control, member economic participation, autonomy and independence, education, training, and information, cooperation among cooperatives, and concern for the community.
And where our placement of funds is for year 3 is 30% of our overall funds will be going into a summer camp scholarship for a student who otherwise wouldn't get to go. 40% will be going into production, as in materials to make more Squishums. 3% will be going into our cooperative, and the remaining 27% will be going into company savings to be used at a later date whenever we need them. And year 3, our scholarship fund will have 30%, our production will have 40%, our cooperative will have 5%, and savings will have the remaining 25%.
So this is our logo. We use colors such as greens, blues, and yellows to go along with the theme of stress relief. We also set our logo off to a graphic designer to make it pop more and more catching to the eye.
Thank you, and remember,
Squish the stress, ace the test.
We hope you enjoyed our presentation. Do you have any questions?
So if you were to expand, would you think of yourself doing something like another product like this, or would you think you're doing something like maybe training session to how to take a test? I mean, do you see yourself as a product cooperative or as a service and stress releasing?
We identify ourselves as a product cooperative because this is really the thing that started it all.
If I'm correct, didn't the research suggest that, what was it, 30% of teachers would allow it, or 100%?
Yes, 100%.
Okay, as long as it wasn't a distraction,
Yeah,
that was
yes.
kind of there.
That was that.
Did you ever think, I'm just thinking about some students I knew back in school, they might sneak a cheat sheet in there?
Yeah.
Did that ever come up?
Yes, yes, it did.
Yes.
What did you guys decide on that?
We asked the teachers if we could, if they would allow it, and they said they would, as long as it wasn't a distraction, and they would be keeping an eye on the students that they would be using the stress ball.
Interesting. So when you got together to decide you wanted to do this, was it between this and other things? Was it easy to arrive to this decision? Or
One of our other main contenders was a scooter system so people could get to class faster, but we really decided that was not. Not at all a good idea.
Have you had sales?
No,
not yet.
Not yet. Okay, I guess these are clean socks, right?
Yeah, yes, brand new.
Can you dig it?
They know what's up and let you know just how to make that